Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have a little bit more of a mini tour of some of the stuff that's in this building. I get a lot of questions about the things that are behind us in the background, and I thought I'd show you a few things, so let's take a quick look around, shall we? Alright, so today we're going to run back over some stuff up this way real quick. You know, some of the library collection, of course, some U of A women's basketball propaganda, because that's what I do. The toilet seats, which I have people all the time ask me about, and if they're for sale, which they're not. This one was put together by someone who apparently was both a Nebraska fan and possibly worked at Ma Bell back in the day, right? And then this one, now, you know, I've had entire videos about coins and lucite, but toilet seats and lucite, you know, that's kind of next level. That's next level. And then, of course, we have some odd things up here. One of my favorite things, look at this coin hobby starter kit from Whitman. Like how fun is that? That's from the 60s on that. And of course, we've got just a little bit of memorabilia, including an ammonia gas mask from I think that one's from World War II. As always, we got the fun library full of things, but we're actually going to turn it around and start looking at some stuff over here. Which some of our favorite things, my favorite things, of course, are going to be some of the coin necklaces and belts and stuff, which is always cool. And the big ones, we got a couple big ones, right? And this up here, this document way up here is actually a seafaring insurance company document. And then we got this really nice vignette of G-Dub. I got to get that right because I got lights that are in my way. This is a state of Ohio document signed by Rutherford B. Hayes when he was governor. And of course, one of my favorite things is this text. This is actually a textile of Abraham Lincoln from France. This would be probably from 1865, shortly after Abraham Lincoln's death. Got this cool old First Street sign, and of course the Toshiba. That might be for some of y'all. One of my favorite things. I don't know why this thing cracks me up. Just the little porcelain guy there. He's kind of fun. Got our coin sign. Of course, we've got the things that dreams are made of right up there. This is our basketball championship here for anyone who participates in our March Madness event. We're gonna walk it back around here and take a look at some of the other odds and ends. This is the original store. Back in '83, just a hole in the wall. There's Mr. Coin Man himself and Mark Burr, a young Mark Burr, one of my favorite collectors, dealers of all time. And as we kind of go through the cabinets here, what can you say about the stuff that's in the cabinets? Because we just kind of get all kinds of fun old things and throw them in there. But all types of stuff from you know, coin shows and things that we pick up and people bring in, and we just have a hard time saying no to. Anything with Abraham Lincoln on it I kind of like. Of course, then we start to get over towards our bid boards again. One of the other things that I always like is long photos. And long photos I always thought were really cool. Lots of times there'll be schools or bands or military stuff. So there's a band up there. And then this print here is from is circa 1582. So this print's really cool because it's big. It's two French cities, Orleans and was that Bourges? I don't know how to say that. But what's cool about it is it's printed and then it's hand painted. Also, this map is pretty cool from about 1680. But really, a couple of my all-time favorite things are over here in this corner. And so what we have here is we have these two pieces that are Disney drawn, artist drawn, what would you call this? Health propaganda? How to Catch a Cold, Stay Out in the Rain. There's actually a film called How to Catch a Cold, a Disney production. Sponsored by Kleenex Tissues. Isn't that fun? A 1951 Walt Disney production. And there's a second one here, How to Help Cure a Cold. Get to bed, get well faster, right? So there's that. Also sponsored by Kleenex Tissues. Two of my favorite things at 1951. I actually am really surprised that I still have these because I find them to be really neat pieces of history. you have advertising, you have Disney, you have you know, this promotional stuff that's like paid advertisement, cross promotion type item. All right, last but not least, I have one of my favorite things here is the Pan American Exposition Company bond. And someone put this together. So the bonds were all cut off of this piece. There's just one bond here. And then there's a silk that's the memory of William McKinley. But really cool. So this bond here was actually used to create the Pan American Exposition Company and the that helped put the Pan American Exposition together. So I always like stuff like that because, you know, lots of times there's this crossover between coins and you know, coin collecting when you get these types of early bonds to them. Pretty cool type stuff. And I said last but not least, but I'm going to show you one more thing just because I don't know if I showed you before or pointed out these things up here. These are called Indian dye charts. And those are amongst my favorite things where they actually show the different types of plants that the Navajo would use to weave their rugs. And so they have all that kind of stuff. And of course, don't forget the niffler is wanted. So, all right. So a little tour of some of the stuff that goes on here in the coin shop. Some of these things we buy because we really like them. Other things, you know, you just kind of get sucked into and you find out later you shouldn't have bought it. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.